Hey, what's up guys? Jared Beckstrand here, Doctor of Physical Therapy, ToneandTitan.com, and this is a 15-minute beginner ab workout that you can do at home. There's no crunches required with this one, so it's perfect for diastasis recti conditions, perfect for post-pregnancy abs, perfect for beginners in general. And so let's get into it right now. All right. Oh, you're yawning right in the middle of that introduction. All right, so if I'm going to film a crunchless ab workout that's diastasis recti friendly, diastasis recti safe, I decided I needed to bring in an expert for that, as one who's been through
experienced
all the diastasis recti exercises I can throw at her. She's
I can do these in my sleep.
And so I mean, that's my take. It's like, yeah, I'm great at recommending these, but let's bring in the expert for demonstration. Okay, enough of this. Let's get into it, you guys. I've got 7 exercises. We're gonna set a 60-second timer. We're gonna do intervals of 1 minute of each exercise. I'm gonna give you a 60-second break, and then we're gonna do one more round of those intervals of those exercises. And so let's go ahead and let's get into it. The first thing that we're gonna do is get down on our back. We're gonna do some tabletop toe taps. It's a mouthful, but here we go. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, you guys, I've got a special announcement at the end of this video. Make sure you watch it all the way till the end. We're gonna hook you guys up with something really nice at the end of it. So hang in there till the end. You guys have to do this with us so that we're not alone. Okay, and so some tabletop alternating toe taps. Here goes 60 seconds on the timer. And so what we're gonna do is I want you to flatten your back, I want you to tighten your tummy, and so keep your belly button sucked in, and I want you to use those muscles to keep your back flat to the ground while we're doing these alternating toe taps. The emphasis here, again, I want those abs to be sucked in. We're trying to activate what we would call the transverse abdominis with this one. That's the muscle, that's your deepest abdominal layer, that's going to suck your belly button, again, in towards your spine. So flatten your back, tighten your tummy, hold that contraction while you're up in what we'd call this tabletop position, so this 90-90 position at my hip and at my knees, and then what we're going to do is maintain that contraction while we're doing these alternating toe taps. And so it looks just like that. You guys, you're doing great. Look at my timer, I've only got 7 seconds left. Good, looks just like that. Alternating toe taps. Next thing we're going to do is roll over into what we'd call a quadruped position. That sounds so official. Like you're crawling, down on your hands and knees. And now, it's gonna be hard to see with my baggy shirt. No, it's gonna be a little easier to see. From here, we're just gonna activate that transverse abdominis muscle. And so you'll see she's got a good one going on right here. Let's hold it for about 5 seconds and then relax. And so basically, it's the weight of your guts, your internal organs, that's gonna pull your stomach down. What she's doing is activating, again, that deepest abdominal layer. What you're doing is you're right here, and then you're gonna suck in those stomach muscles. I want you to activate, again, that transverse abdominis muscle, that rectus abdominis muscle. I had it right the first time, transverse abdominis. You're gonna activate that muscle, you're gonna suck in all your guts, suck in everything into your spine, hold it for about a 5-second count, and then relax. We've only got 5 seconds left here on this one. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then relax. The next thing we're gonna get into is a side plank. I don't have my mat set up very good for this one. What we're gonna do here is I'm on my right elbow, and I'm up, if we're doing what we'd call a modified side plank, I'm on my right elbow and the outside of my right knee. I'm activating these right side oblique muscles, but then I also want to activate that transverse abdominis as well. So while I'm holding this side plank position, I'm actually trying to suck in my stomach. What we're going to do is split up this 60 seconds. So there's 30 seconds on my right side, and now we're going to get into 30 seconds on my left side. And so again, here I am, I'm up on my left elbow, I'm on the outside of my left knee. Again, this would be the modified version. I'm trying to suck in that stomach, activate that transverse abdominis muscle. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you get out into a full plank position. Here I am on the outside of my left elbow, on the outside of my left foot, and again, trying to activate that TA muscle, that transverse abdominis, keeping everything in nice and tight. Okay, next we're gonna get into some dying bugs. So we're gonna get back into that tabletop position, but now with our arms reaching up towards the ceiling. Flatten your back, tighten your tummy. You're gonna lower your left leg while you lower your right arm, and then return back to that starting position. Right leg, left arm,
and then back up. Again, the most important part of this is I want you to keep your back flat, keep your stomach tight while you're doing this motion. Looks just like, I mean, again, in physical therapy we'll call it a dying bug. I think it's a good visual. Just like that, slow and in control. Feel those abs burning, feel those muscles activate with this one. Looks good, you guys.
When I would do these, you used to hold your hand right on my lower abs just to make sure that I was engaging them. So
absolutely.
Grab your kids, grab your husband, grab anyone. Just have them.
It's a great visual.
Absolutely. Help you activate that.
Okay, next we're going to stay right in this position. We're doing some side to side double toe taps. Flat back, tight tummy, and then we're going to tap. Right now my toes are on the left side of my mat. Bring them up and over. Tap the right side of my mat. Up and over, and then back down. So it looks just like that. Nice and slow, nice and in control. What we're doing here is we add a little bit more of a lateral motion. So we're gonna work the obliques a little bit harder while we go side to side. Again, the same principles apply though. I want you to keep your back flat. I want you to keep your stomach tight. I don't necessarily want you to talk as much as I am. This gets really tough.
I bet.
Talking through an ab workout, it gets tough. And so nice job, you guys. Side to side, double toe taps. After this, we'll get back up into that side plank position, except we're gonna thread the needle a little bit. So it looks just like that, you guys. Rotating side to side, just like that. And so now, let's get back up again into that side plank position. I'll jump on my left side first. So again, the modified side plank, my left knee, my left elbow. Now what we're gonna do, reach up towards the ceiling with my right hand, and then it dives down, kind of, that's the thread the needle part, down through the hole created by your elbow and your torso. And again, what we're doing here is just activating those obliques and some of those kind of stability, those side stability and rotational muscles a little bit more. There's 30 seconds there. Let's roll over. I know that one goes fast. Let's roll over onto our right side now. Again, outside of my right elbow, my right knee. We're gonna thread the needle here and then come right back up. Looks just like that. Thread the needle, come right back up. That's what the thread the needle side plank looks like. You guys are doing great. This is exercise number 6.
This one's killer.
Nice. We've got one more after this. Yes. Okay, last one. We're gonna do a double toe tap or a double knee raise with a ball squeeze. So grab a ball. And now what we're gonna do is just add one more contraction. So I'm gonna squeeze that ball. When I come up into that 90-90 position, now I'm lowering both feet down to the ground, and then I'm gonna bring them back up. Keep pressure on the ball, so you want that squeeze to be happening. And then we're activating, again, our lower abs a ton with this. Again, most important part for those of you who are here for the Diastasis Recti thing is to keep those abs sucked in. Actually, I guess that's kind of for everyone, really. That transverse abdominis muscle, you guys, that deepest layer that sucks everything in, that's one that's so often neglected. That's one that in my physical therapy clinic, we spend a lot of time training just because it's so functional. There's a lot that can do to stabilize your spine, to help support it with back pain. And so that's what we're going for here. Nice. I didn't know how much longer that was going to last for. All right, you guys. So there's your first 7 exercises. That's your first set. We've got a 60-second break right now, and then come back. We'll do round 2 together. All right, welcome back for round 2. Let's get into it right now. So again, we're going to start with some of those tabletop toe taps, alternating just one leg at a time. Hit start on my timer again. 3, 2, 1. And so 90-90 position. Again, my back is nice and flat. My abs are nice and tight, sucking my belly button into my spine and holding that position as I'm doing these alternating toe taps. Again, the weight of my legs is going to want to pull my pelvis forward out of this rotation. It's going to want to pull my back off of the floor here. But what you're doing is you're activating all those deep abdominal layers to keep your back flat to the floor while you're doing these alternating toe drops. So it looks just like that, you guys. 60 seconds on this. We got this. And then after that, we'll get up into that quadruped stomach vacuum, or what do we call it? Crawling stomach vacuum. Quadruped sounds so dorky. All right, we got it, you guys. Here we go.
So professional.
Finish strong. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Cool. And so now we'll do that. So again, down on all fours. Your stomach's kind of hanging out. What I want you to do, suck your belly button up into your spine. This is like the worst exercise to demonstrate, you guys. It looks like there's just not a whole lot going on.
You could exaggerate.
But then, so let your belly hang down, suck your belly button into your spine, and then you're gonna hold that for a 5-second count, and then relax.
It looks easy, but goodness.
Suck your belly button up into your spine. Basically what we're doing here is a stomach vacuum. Keep in mind you should be able to breathe through this. I don't want you to just take a deep breath in to suck your belly button up into your spine. You should be able to pull that in while maintaining a normal breathing pattern. And so that's what the stomach activation, that's what that TA activation looks like. Again, we're in an anti-gravity position. Camille hit it right on the head. Harder than it looks because you've got the weight of your internal organs that you're trying to suck up into your spine. Looks just like that. Let's get into some side planks. Start on the right side first.
If your lower abs are not burning, you're not sucking them in hard enough.
should feel it in those lower abs. Again, it's that deepest abdominal layer that we're after. Side plank, I jumped up into the full. Camille jumped up into the full. Modified if you need to. Send it. And so we're gonna, again, keep sucked in, keep everything tight. We're gonna hold this position for about 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now let's flip over onto the left side. Coming at them hard and fast, you guys. If you're anything like us, kids are running around somewhere in this house, I guess.
Hey, hopefully they're okay.
And so if you don't have a lot of time to work out, you don't need a lot of time to work out if you do it the right way. Again, this ab workout only takes 15 minutes, 7 exercises, 60 seconds each, and then we'll repeat that twice with a little bit of a rest break in there. Let's get into some dying bugs. This is going to be our next one. So again, down on your back, up into that 90-90 position, arms reaching straight up towards the ceiling. I'm going to drop my left leg and my right arm, and then my right arm and my left leg.
So if you are trying to heal your diastasis recti, how many times a week should you do this?
Oh, that's a great question. And so what I tell people is you want to do some core activity most days of the week. And so that's going to be a little bit different for every person depending on your fitness level, especially like your pre-pregnancy fitness level. If you've never done any ab work before, you might do this, 2 to 3 times a week and get a pretty good workout out of it. If you're a little bit more used to doing these ab exercises, if your abs are a little stronger, 5, 6, even 7 days a week wouldn't be unrealistic. Listen to your body. Take rest days as you need to, and make it happen. Okay, cool. So some side-to-side toe taps. Sorry, down in that same position. Now we're gonna tap left, back up, tap right.
Okay, so should my hips be coming up off the ground?
Hips can rotate off the ground. Okay. The part that I'm the most concerned about is I want your back to stay as flat as possible. It's gonna come up a little bit, just given the rotational nature of the exercise. But then I also want you to try to keep your belly button sucked in. That's the most important part.
Doesn't matter where your arms are.
Nope. And that is a lower ab burner, you guys. That's a good one. That's side to side double toe tap. After this, we're gonna get into some thread the needle side planks. Nice job, you guys. Looks just like that. Keep going. Finish strong. 4 seconds left. We got it. Really good. Okay, let's jump into it. So the thread the needle side plank. And so I'm going to start on my right side.
Okay.
And we'll do full side plank. I'll do a full side plank. Coming up here, left arm straight towards the ceiling. Dives down into that hole. And then right back up to the ceiling. Again, try to keep your transverse abdominis contracted. You guys are gonna get so sick of me saying that, but I want those abs sucked in. I want the belly button sucked in towards your spine while you're trying to do this exercise. There's 30 seconds on the right. We'll flip it over. We'll do 30 seconds on the left. So now, left elbow, I'm on the outside of my left foot, right arm straight up. I'm diving down thread the needle, side plank. Again, keep that belly button nice and tight. Keep everything sucked in. While you're doing this, we're working obliques. We're working through this rotation motion. We're stabilizing with those lateral stabilizers. Just a great exercise, guys. Okay, there we go. Last one is gonna be that double knee raise with ball squeeze.
Oh yeah.
And so we're right here, 90-90 position. Squeeze the ball, keep the back flat, keep the stomach tight, drop both knees down until the heels just touch, and then come right back up. Again, squeeze that ball. That's part of the contraction. You want those hip adductors working on this. That's just gonna work a little harder on the pelvis, causes your lower abs to have to work a little harder as well. So again, keep your stomach sucked in, keep the ball squeezed, squeeze the ball, and then right and back up. Looks just like this. Last exercise, you guys. Finish strong. We got 15 seconds left. We got it. Looks good. Looks strong. Get rid of that diastasis. Get rid of that mommy tummy. Here we go.
Or daddy tummy.
Or daddy tummy. Touche.
Right? Sympathy pounds. Sympathy weight.
Absolutely. Sympathy weight. It's real. There it is, you guys. We'll kill this. 15 minutes, 7 exercises, repeated 2 times.
Woo.
Tone and tighten, crunchless ab workout. Okay, I've got to tell you, while we're cooling down here,
Right,
while we're relaxing,
we catch our breath.
special announcement, you guys. And so we are 1 week, actually, you know what? I'm sorry, we're 2 weeks out from launching an all-new workout program. It's called the Mommy Tummy Fix. Basically, my wife's the inspiration behind this one. We put her abs together 4 times after each of our kids.
Inspiration or desperation? One or the other.
You decide.
It was much needed.
And so we came out with, we decided with our last child, we decided, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right.
Yep.
And so we actually filmed her journey and we filmed her progress. Yep. We filmed the progression to the exercises that I gave her, and that's what became the Mommy Tummy Fix. It's a progression of 6 workouts that you're gonna progress through at your own rate, very similar to this one, maybe a little more intense, a little more focused on the diastasis recti,
yep.
Starting super easy, ending pretty difficult. We found that it was really hard to find a lot of progression to exercises online, and so we wanted to show you guys that. We wanted to show you what the progression looks like. As you continue to get better, your exercises have to continue to get harder in order to continue to see the progress.
And they're exactly the workouts that he recommends to his patients that he works with that are struggling with diastasis recti. So
right, people who come in to see me, this is the same progression that I take them through. Yep. Super effective, you guys. It definitely works.
Definitely works.
She's proof. I've got dozens and even hundreds of other patients who are definitely proof to it. And so I hope you guys check that out. So depending on when you're watching this video, we're scheduling that to drop April 16th of 2019. If you're watching this video before that, make sure you come back and check it out, because we'll have a link to that entire progression of those exercises available in this video. We'll leave the website where that's available at. If it's after that date, go ahead and check the description in this video and you'll be able to access that program. And again, core exercises are just scratching the surface. We also talk a lot about eating healthy. We also talk about increasing your activity in general. Yep. And so we hope you guys check that out. We hope you enjoyed this video, you guys. Hit that like, thumbs up button down below if you did, and we'll see you right back here next time on Tone and Tighten.